Now, in the wake of the security concerns raised by India over a Chinese ship docking in neighbouring Sri Lanka, President Ranil Wickremesinghe has made an inclined reference to the situation by saying that Sri Lanka will not be seeing trade integration with South Asian region. There's too much politics, is what he pointed out. He made these statements at a two-day conference titled Let's Reset Sri Lanka. He also went on to say that there's too much politics involved for there to be regional trade agreement in South Asia. As a close friend and neighbor, India has so far extended close to $5 billion worth of assistance, with 3.5 or rather $3.8 billion this year alone since January because of the economic crisis that Sri Lanka is facing. To expand the trade possibilities in Sri Lanka, India has in the past entered into economic cooperation deals such as Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement and Technology Cooperation Agreement. Ranil Wickremesinghe has said that there won't be any integration with South Asian region as there's too much politics involved. This is over the issue of trade largely that he has spoken, but currently the contentious issue between the various players over here is that of the ship docking in Hambantota port, at the Hambantota port, which is a very strategically placed port and critical for India as well from security aspect, and any Chinese ship docking there is certainly a matter of concern. Shrija is joining us with more details now. Shrija, so what do we make of this? Because there are reports that suggest that Sri Lanka has in fact asked China not to allow for the docking of the ship immediately. But it doesn't seem clear from these statements coming in whether that really is the decision or not.
Well, that confirmation is still awaited from the Foreign Ministry of Sri Lanka, but the recent remarks, of course, made by Ranil Wickremesinghe comes very close on heels right after where India had raised this matter with the President Ranil Wickremesinghe himself just about a few days ago. And right after which, remember, India did, of course, raise security concerns and also did ask about what really was the ship, that was going to dock at Hambantota, what it is going to be used for. But as far as the ship that we are talking about, Yuan Wong 5, now this Chinese ship is capable of surveillance and also tracking satellites. What's more important to note that there are several reports that are surfacing at the moment that right now Sri Lanka, especially from the Foreign Ministry itself, a bulletin that has surfaced does talk about where it has asked China to defer the docking of this particular ship at Hambantota. Now, what's more important, just about yesterday on Friday, Ranil Wickremesinghe at a conference, in fact, he did go on to talk about very explicitly that unfortunately, Sri Lanka will not be seeing trade integration with South Asian regions. Now, when you're talking about South Asian region, the list includes India itself. And he did go on to talk about how Sri Lanka will have to have bilateral agreements with whoever they want, and indirectly talking about how there is too much geopolitics involved as far as India and China is concerned. So this remarks by him at this economic conference comes at a time when India has raised these security concerns. But however, on Sri Lanka and especially Foreign Ministry requesting China to defer the or delay especially the docking of this particular ship, now that confirmation is still awaited from the Foreign Ministry itself.
All right.